What's going on, YouTube fam? You already know who it is, Up North Clee. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with the kid today. Thank you guys very, very much. It's always appreciated. I'm a very polite person, and I'm a very overall thankful person. So it doesn't take a lot to get me excited, and compassionate and appreciative about something. So I truly appreciate you guys for the continued support. Thank you guys very much. In today's topic, as you guys know, I do a lot of gig work. That's my primary thing I do. I do side gigs and side jobs and just little odd end jobs, right? But there was a point in time in my life, just like majority of people, and there are moments in my life to where maybe I might for like a few months go get a full-time job, right? And I just wanted to explain to you guys today why your job doesn't care about you majority of the time, and you're just expendable. Now, not by any means necessary am I saying like don't go into your job with a mentality like where it's clear and evident, like where you're like, hey, F you guys, and we're keeping it kosher, you guys, right? But at the end of the day, the sad reality is you're just a number to your job. So like prime example, just to give you guys a few examples, I remember I worked at Pepsi, and no shade towards Pepsi, they served a purpose while I was with them. Shout out to all the employees there, all my prior co-workers. You guys were great. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, right? But I remember when I would work at Pepsi, I was a merchandiser, and it was very labor intensive, but it wasn't the labor intensive part, right? I would go to, let's say, 4 to 5 stores a day, and I would service these stores. Sometimes, not sometimes, majority of the time, these stores would receive deliveries to where, there could be 300, 400 cases of per se items. It could be like 20 12 packs, 24 packs, etc., right? And basically I would work in the back room of the grocery stores, and I would bring out the product, break down the load, and replenish the shelves, right? But I remember that throughout my process, I'm a person to where any job I go into, I just want to mind my business, but just naturally people gravitate towards me, right? But which is not a problem. I'd rather that than people hating me. But anywho, so I remember I was working 5 days, and I was so excited at first to where I would work extra days on my days off. So my boss got used to me coming in on my days off to where he would continuously ask me to come in on my days off, even after I would tell him no, I had other things to take care of. But no matter how much effort you put in, I remember, especially there, they would always want more out of you. So I started off too strong to where now they wanted me to, once I was done with my work, almost on a daily basis, they wanted me to shoot out over here, shoot out over there. They didn't care about my well-being. I started to have issues with my car, but they didn't care about that, which I don't expect them to care about because I'm not their priority. Their priorities are results and filling their pockets, so I respect that. But I remember the games that they played so that they could get what they wanted. But most importantly, I remember how I was breaking down mentally because I was dealing with these customers on a daily basis that Pepsi wasn't there to service besides the product. So it wasn't necessarily my purpose to service the customers, but the grocery store, it was their service to do so. So it was just dealing with all type of characters on a daily basis at 5 different locations, which was too much for me. So once my mental is beginning to degrade, I get up out of there, because that's the main priority that you should have is your mind. You got to protect that at all costs, right? But I remember it was evident that they didn't care about me and I was replaceable. I kept seeing the new replacements come in. So when it was time to leave, I didn't take it personal, as they didn't take it personal, And I remember when I was a truck driver, I drove with a truck company to where they expected me to drive, 20, 24 hours a day and only sleep. they really didn't want me to sleep, you know, because if I was sleeping 5 hours, which was no sleep, really, no type of quality sleep, especially driving those 18-wheelers, and driving that duration of time after driving the 18-wheelers, yeah, they would look at you like you was crazy, you know. So, and I was over here putting my best foot forward because I was chasing the bag, you know. And it's like, you could chase the bag, but don't make it at the expense of your mind and your body. Because first of all, with working, it's possible, right? But the amount of work you have to put in to become rich, they don't have enough overtime for that. So you're killing yourself on the job for a company that's not gonna pay you anything you're worth. And I realized that a long time ago, you know. And with these corporations, you always gotta remember, there's always somebody else who's in the same predicament you were in when you needed a job, you know. So you got to keep that in mind. You are replaceable. You only got one life to live, and all your 24 hours in a day, you only have 24 hours in a day. Now, I'm not saying not to work. We all gotta work. I'm not disputing that. But make sure you're putting more effort into yourself and what you're trying to accomplish than what you're giving away to these corporations and these companies. Because they're taking your energy and they're turning your energy into dollars. They're buying a new yacht. They're sending their kids off, their kids off to the most prestigious universities. They're wearing the most luxurious goods, the most luxurious experience that you could buy with money, while you're enriching and inhabiting and you're enabling that experience that they're experiencing. Do what you got to do. But just like how you're tuning in and I'm making this video, find something that you could do on the side that you could put more effort in, or just as much to which, or even just some effort into something. Don't just focus all your energy onto one specific thing, especially if it's for somebody else. For my whole life, up until recently, I always chased security, besides living out of my car in my situation. When it came to finances, I had great opportunities that I could have built with great people, but I declined because I was too worried about clocking in when I really didn't have to clock in. And you know what's so crazy about the situation? Because almost 99% of the times when I would decline to go build something outside of something what I already know what the outcome is going to be, when I declined, the following day, or that same day, I would make zero amount of dollars or very little, to where I would think like, dang, I could have started something greater, or something, planted the seed to where it could potentially grow to a tree. So I always keep that in mind, and I suggest to you guys, start something. Do it out of passion. Do it out of something that you genuinely want to pursue. You're only going to be this age one time. So stop giving away your present essence and energy to something that doesn't care about you. Do what you got to do, and I promise you, your future self will thank you. It's Up North Clee. I'm going to leave you guys with that. If you guys haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. I will truly appreciate it. If you don't, I still appreciate you for viewing this video and even making it this far. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And until next time, peace.